Breaking tonight, new fallout from one of the most dramatic moments of the night. First, Donald Trump brought 4 women into the debate hall, the accusers who challenged Bill Clinton with sexual assault and worse. And then Trump launched this attack from the debate stage.
I'm not proud of it, but that was something that happened. If you look at Bill Clinton, far worse, minor words, and his was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously. 4 of them here tonight. One of the women, who is a wonderful woman, at 12 years old, was raped at 12. Her client, she represented, got him off, and she's seen laughing on 2 separate occasions, laughing at the girl who was raped. Kathy Shelton, that young woman, is here with us tonight. So don't tell me about words, but what President Clinton did, he was impeached, he lost his license to practice law, he had to pay an $850,000 fine to one of the women, Paula Jones, who's also here tonight. And I will tell you that when Hillary brings up a point like that, and she talks about words that I said 11 years ago, I think it's disgraceful, and I think she should be ashamed of herself, if you want to know the truth.
Can we please hold the applause?
Joining me now, Trump campaign manager Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, great to see you.
Thank you, Megan.
So that was a dramatic moment inside the debate hall tonight. The downside, potentially, is that it backfires on him. That's what some people have been saying. Don't play the Bill/Hillary women card, because it could come back on you. What do you say?
Well, these women wanted to be heard, and we were very happy to have them here as our guests tonight. I'm really proud of Donald Trump for raising it in exactly the right way, which is this, Megan. How does Hillary Clinton treat these women after the fact? Did she agree that they are among the, quote, sexual assault victims that she said deserve to be heard and to be believed, or are we excluding those who have had contact with her husband?
Just for the record, 2 out of the 3 women there who were accusing him had given sworn testimony under oath that Bill Clinton never touched them. So there are real questions in those cases about whether they really are victims. I pass no individual judgment on it, just that there are questions that's never been proven in a court of law.
But you and I both know that sexual assault victims are often very afraid to come forward, afraid to tell the truth. They sometimes feel like it's their fault, which of course is not true. They truly are sexual assault victims. Why would
Hillary rush to aid them when they had given sworn testimony that he didn't touch them?
Well, it's not
and
just
then
that.
In one case, 21 years later, came out and said, oh, yes, he did.
It's not just that. I mean, Juanita Broderick, in the pre-debate press availability that we allowed tonight, Megan, she just very poignantly said, Bill Clinton raped me and Hillary Clinton attacked me 3 weeks later. And I just heard her say it to CBS News again. This is her chance to tell her story. And look, let me make very clear. The whole point here is, how did Hillary Clinton treat them? If she's going to stand up and be some kind of Joan of Arc for all women, I've been fighting for women and children, she claims, for decades. And Donald Trump is right. First of all, where's the product? Where's the deliverable? Why are millions of women in poverty, millions of women without health?
I'll let you make that point, but just to fact check you on Juanita Broderick, she alleged that in 1978 he had raped her, but she had denied that under oath repeatedly. It took her 21 years to change her story. There were no witnesses, there were no charges brought, there was never a lawsuit, and she told the FBI investigator for Ken Starr that no one from the White House had ever pressured her to stay silent, and that there had been no intimidation.
Well, she's not on trial here, number one, but number two...
Well, but you're offering her up as somebody Hillary Clinton should have gone and supported, and I'm telling you, even she was saying for 21 years it didn't happen.
I'm offering her up as somebody who Hillary Clinton should not have attacked, according to Juanita Broderick's story. But let me make very clear, why didn't Hillary Clinton say 1/10 of what you just said? She totally ignored all 4 of those women tonight, including the woman who was raped at 12 years old, not in dispute, by a 42-year-old man that Hillary Clinton represented.
Defense lawyer for her.
Right, and she also, you've read the case, I hope, Megan. Hillary Rodham, also is that attorney. Said that the girl had fantasized, and she made this 12-year-old girl seem like this over-sexualized, being aggressive to men. And this is before the rape shield laws, which, as you and I, as fully recovered attorneys, know, thank God there are rape shield laws now.
No, that's
where
true.
You can't blame and shame them. And so this was 2 years before they had that in Arkansas, as I understand.
Let me just shift with you and talk about Trump and the tape in 2005. What was your reaction when you saw that tape?
My reaction is very similar to Melania Trump's reaction, which this is disgusting, this is offensive. I'm not going to excuse what he said on the tape, and I'm really glad that he apologized. I'm really glad that he's asked for forgiveness, because that's what people in that situation should do. But I also have to always look at the full measure of an individual, no matter who he or she is. And I know Donald Trump to be very gracious and a gentleman.
He's never referred to you as any of those.
Never. And I've never heard
the C word.
No.
Anything like that.
Well, I wouldn't be sitting here in that capacity.
Okay.
I would just be
the P word. I don't know. There's so many to choose
my goodness.
from.
No.
This is our presidential politics today.
No, and I think what Donald Trump said on Friday night, everybody should go back and really take a strong, hard look at what he said on Friday night in his video post when he apologized. What he said also was, as he's gone around this country the last year and a half or so, he's learned so much from people, and he's running for those people. And he's going to continue, he and Mike Pence will continue to run on behalf of those folks who don't have a voice, those forgotten men, those forgotten women, who are looking to them to bring back jobs and to defeat ISIS. And he did apologize, and I think that's the measure of a person. But also, I think tonight what he said was very important also, which is that there's a difference between words and actions. And as you can appreciate,
but there are allegations that he took actions against women as well.
But you're talking about a tape. Look, there may be,
on the tape,
and have to.
On the tape, he is admitting that he hit on a married woman.
But he is saying that everybody can listen to the tape for themselves and draw the same conclusions. But I'm telling you,
he said I went after her like a B word, and that she was married, about Nancy O'Dell from Access Hollywood.
Oh, I don't know who it was about. I can't confirm that for sure, so I don't want to go there.
Reported.
But I'm just telling you who he is, and who he is as a client, and who he is as a husband and a father and a grandfather. I'm with him because I've been
shoulder.
I'm with him shoulder to shoulder, and I've been with him many times alone. I find him to be nothing gracious. Let me tell you something. There are members of Congress, current and former, who have rubbed up against women and who have put their tongues in their mouths uninvited. Maybe when I was younger and prettier, that may have happened to me. In other words, these people on their high horses, you know, are accusing him of being this awful person, and really the words I think that were most harmful is when everybody's running around saying he's condoning sexual assault. No, he's not. And that's exactly why you have to see the difference between.
Well, it's because he said I grab him by the genitals.
What he's saying, and those are guys talking. I think it's horrible talk. I think it's
not every guy talks like that.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said those are two guys talking. We know who the two guys were, and he has said he didn't mean it that way. He's sorry for it. He's a changed man. He doesn't speak that way.
Well, one of these days I'm going to have you back. We're going to talk about those losers in Congress.
Yes, let's do that.
And we'll out them, and we'll work on them next.
We can name them and shame them.
I'm
yeah, guys. Shouldn't have done it.
She became very powerful. Sucks for you. Great to see you.